How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much for checking out this video of Ketu Carlos's Nightmare Key Item Guide. So basically, as a brief overview of what I'm going to be doing here is running through the key items in the game, where you can find them, how to trigger them and get them. As for routing, health, ammo pickups, and what enemies may hold and what nemesis drops they may be, I won't be covering any of that. That's for you to find out. That's for you to discover when you play Carlos's Nightmare. I'm just here to give you kind of the overview of where the key items are, as they're very difficult to find. And the way I was able to do it was, and a massive thank you, a massive shout out to Mr. WOLFDNC, who completed this mod, posted these videos online, and is a very good guide for anybody who wants to watch the full playthroughs. You can find all of his videos, part 1, part 2 and part 3 in the video description below. You can check those out if you want a full step-by-step playthrough of where he went, how he did it and what he picked up. I made my own way, and I was helped by WOLFDNC's videos of where the key items were. So there was a lot of scrolling through the footage, so I wanted to kind of condense that down for people who wanted to kind of know where the key items are, but then you make your own journeys, as strats, tips, guides, things like that for mods like this are can be quite different for each person playing. So hopefully what this will provide is sort of a small slice guide to help you find the key items. Everything else is entirely down to you. So with that being said, again, massive shout outs to WOLFDNC, and a massive shout out to my chat, who, when I was playing this for the 9-hour slog to get to the clock tower, yeah, it was very good. And thank you so much again for everyone who jumped in to help out. Big shout outs to Murtor And Sthalbabay for their help checking out Wolf's guides. Again, everything will be in the video description below, including the shout outs I've mentioned, any other details I might have missed. So again, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the guide, and I hope it is useful to you on your journey in Carlos's Nightmare. Let's go. So after we've just gone through the first cutscene here, we're going to go and grab some fasces that are in the corner of the room. They're invisible, so just run over and you should be able to pick those straight up. There's 3 fasts there in the case. Then we're going to go and grab some assault rifle ammo here from the lockbox. After you've done that, we're going to head upstairs into the save room. By the way, there are multiple skins to choose from in this mod. So we're going to grab this key, and then we're going to go over here. I sort of mess around a little bit here. I was talking to chat at the same time. So as you can see, we've got a pistol, ammo, 3 fast, 130% AR, and the key. I here deposit the... well, I should have deposited it, but I deposit here the pistol, as you'll see why in the next part. Grab this ink ribbon here, and if you check over here in the filing cabinet, you'll grab the blue herb, which you're going to need. So once you've got all those items, your inventory should look a little like something like this. And of course, drop off the ink ribbon, because we're not going to be using that just yet. Now here, in this corridor, you're going to run into the basement, the infamous basement, and we're going to go and check this body, and there's only one item here to grab, and that is the eagle. So we're going to grab the eagle, and that's going to be our main, sort of primary weapon for the beginning of the game. Now once you run into the bar and you meet Brad, skip the cutscene of course as usual, and inspect where the lighter should be. You get the boutique key first, but inspect again and you'll get the lighter fluid. Of course, we're going to get the lighter shortly, you'll see soon, but make sure you grab these 2 items, as you're going to need the lighter fluid especially. Once you reach this corridor here, where the rope is tied round the gated door, you're going to run into that corner just before the door, where there's an explosive barrel you have to shoot. You can see the dark mark on the floor there, and you're going to have to grab the lighter from there. It's very minute, so you might take a little bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be able to get it no problem. So you just grab that and immediately can buy the items and get through that door. The next key item you're going to want is inside the RPD, in front of the jewel puzzle from Resident Evil 2. Run right up to the front of the puzzle, and you should be able to pick up the stars key no problem. Quite easy to grab, but again, it is invisible. There's nothing really signaling it being there. You just have to go in front of the statue and confirm, hit the action button, and you should kneel down and grab that no problem. Once you've triggered the second fight of Nemesis, where he jumps through the window, you're going to want to head to the press room inside the RPD, go to this dead zombie in front of the fireplace and grab that lockpick as shown, and yeah, grab that and get out. Once you leave the RPD, go through the filing cabinet room, the evidence room, use the lockpick on that drawer, and grab yourself the blue gemstone. You'll see that I have the green gemstone in my inventory there, but I'll cover that on another section as again, multiple deaths, multiple playthroughs, multiple ways to do it. So here in this screen we have a flaming zombie on the floor, and obviously me as Carlos standing over him. This is where you pick up the green gem from. Now, to trigger this flaming zombie, I'm not entirely sure, but after the restaurant fight, travel around the area, inspect it, inspect things, inspect the doors, and then make your way back to this save room just before the garage, and you should find the flaming zombie there. Again, I'm not entirely sure of the trigger. I was told in chat that it was to do with maybe going up and down some steps and possibly going through doors a certain way. I tried multiple different things. Eventually I just found that I just copied what I did before, which was go through the restaurant, have the fight, inspect the area, come back round, and he was there. Again, this is not entirely 100%. It will maybe take some time to figure out for yourself, but you will get it eventually. Again, this zombie is spawned after the restaurant fight with Nemesis. So once you have your 2 gems and you reach the tram, you're going to go over here and destroy this explosive barrel just outside the tram. Now, on the floor where the explosive barrel was, on this black mark, the same as it was in the rope-tied corridor at the beginning, you will find the wrench. As you can tell, I was a bit shocked at that discovery. I mean, I wasn't too sure how you would know that, but again, there is the wrench, and you're going to need that to continue. Now, this is one of 3 areas in this mod, which is a nightmare. Firstly, when you come here in this area for the first time, or when you return, regardless of your HP, it will always drop to 9. Even if you have a full amount of health, it will always drop to 9 HP. There is no way to avoid it or no way around it, so you must be prepared for that. Secondly, it serves the purpose to collect the crank from the car door that it blows open when a zombie comes out. As you can see here in chat, I'm just explaining what I'm about to do here now, which is inspect the crank, which will then turn it into the rusted crank. That's right, inspect the crank, we have the rusted crank, and that's where you'll find it. The gas station has the oil mix, nothing different here. The second of the 3 nightmare rooms in this mod. In here you'll be poisoned and you'll have to find the blue herb to cure the poison. Also, the zombie here, the flaming zombie, is triggered after being on the tram, and you can collect the battery for the elevator as well. Apologies for this screen, but I don't actually have one prepared. So before you reach the pharmacy, the corridor leading to the pharmacy, after you take out the fire using the fire hose, which you can collect as normal. Again, I do apologise, I don't have a screen for that. Once you collect the fire hose and then put out the fire, through that door, once you enter and lead you to the pharmacy, so the back alleyway, through there and on the way to the pharmacy, your HP will drop or rise, depending on where it is, to 70 HP. So if you have 200 HP, you will go to 70. If you have 5 HP and you're in danger, it will rise to 70. So be prepared for that area, and this is the last of the 3 areas in the game which adjusts your HP value. After entering the pharmacy and quitting the cutscene, grab the cable there from the shelves and continue on. The other part of the oil mix is in the pharmacy, same as it always ever was. The final key item you need to leave Raccoon City is the fuse, and that can be found, as per usual, in the power station. So all you need to do is enter the first door and grab the fuse, and then make your way back to the cable car to escape Raccoon City and end part 1 of Carlos's nightmare. Again, thank you so much to everybody who helped me in chat get through this 9-hour slog. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you in some way. If you have any comments or queries, please let me know. I'll do my best to help you. And of course, as always, please check the video description below to find the full gameplays of WOLFDNC if you need any more tips and tricks. Thanks a lot. I've been Can You See Him? I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.